Tonight on Star City News, the state of the university and how a robbery in North Lincoln left a pharmacy a few narcotic pills short.
And we'll tell you how the Emmys are making history this year. All that and more starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Star City News. I'm Lee Marion.
And I'm Sarah Firestone.
The University of Nebraska Lincoln Chancellor Ronnie Green delivered the State of the University address this morning.
Here's Star City News' Karina Hernandez with more.
Thanks, Karina. Well, during the State of the Address, Ronnie Green handed out awards to faculty and staff for their years of service at UNL.
And a sad end to an ongoing investigation broke today. Police have identified the body that was found at Holmes Lake this morning. 41-year-old David Hald had been missing since January 2nd. Police have said there is no foul play involved. The police are still searching for the suspect involved in a fatal shooting in Omaha that killed 32-year-old James Womack. The shooting happened at the intersection of 60th and L Streets Monday afternoon.
Coming up after the break, how police are investigating a burglary in town.
And the Caribbean continues to take a beating during this hurricane season. You're watching Star City News live at 5. A pharmacy in North Lincoln is recovering after a burglary last night.
There is an ongoing investigation. Star City's Emmanuel Sanchez Mora is live in the newsroom with more.
A hit-and-run Monday caused a series of events to unravel. A man crashed into a telephone pole and then fled the scene. Within a half hour, police say a drunk moped driver crashed into that already wrecked vehicle and landed on the windshield. The moped driver was taken to the hospital, released, and cited by police.
Speaking of Husker greats, coming up after the break, we'll hear Mike Riley's reaction to this weekend's loss.
And Trump addresses the United Nations. You're watching Star City News live at 5.
Out with the old, in with the new. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communications is ready for the future with its brand new renovation. This renovation was completed with you in mind, so you can create, so you can innovate. Change how you view the world, how you capture the world. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome to the Lincoln Children's Museum, where the possibilities are endless. The museum offers kids a chance to develop their creativity and turn it into something special. So come on down and be active, be creative, be goofy, and much more. Discover the Lincoln Children's Museum, quick, before they grow up.
The historic Haymarket, a beautiful place just west of downtown Lincoln, home of the exciting Pinnacle Bank Arena and a rich history. The Haymarket's history starts shortly after Lincoln's founding, when Lincoln was a busy hub for trains filled with traders and merchants. But now, Lincoln has a new rail yard that's filled with people looking for food, drinks, or fun. The Haymarket is loaded with restaurants and fun for everyone. What are you waiting for? Go visit lincolnhaymarket.org/events to find out what's happening today.
Welcome to the University of Nebraska State Museum. Explore the history of life. Immerse yourself in the full-dome, state-of-the-art planetarium experience. See spectacular fossil discoveries and walk alongside ancient sea giants in our Mesozoic era. Take a journey through time and explore the world before we knew it. The University of Nebraska State Museum. You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Lee Marion.
And I'm Sarah Firestone. Toys R Us, one of the largest toy store chains in the United States, has filed for bankruptcy protection. The company faced a $400 million debt payout due in 2018. Toys R Us joins a wave of retail bankruptcies this year, including the children's clothing retailer Gymboree, Payless Shoe Source, and Rue 21. Violence broke out on Georgia Tech's campus late Monday night, 20 minutes after a vigil for student Scott Schultz, who was shot and killed by police. a group of about 50 started chanting "Justice Now" and marching at the campus police headquarters. At least 3 arrests were made and 2 officers were injured in the protest. Trump gave a doomsday-like warning in his address to the United Nations today. In the address to about 100 world leaders and diplomats, Trump warns that the U.S. would, quote, totally destroy North Korea if forced to defend itself or its allies, end quote. Trump suggests that North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, could not survive an American attack.
We encourage all member states to look at ways to take bold stands at the United Nations with an eye toward changing business as usual.
Hurricane Irma devastated the Caribbean, and for the first time in 300 years, not a single person is living on the island of Barbuda. The residents have left and are staying on Antigua. The government is working on plans to rebuild the island.
A rainy day yesterday in Lincoln leaves us with some pretty high humidity.
We'll go to Camille Hoover with our weather to see if it's going to clear up this week.
For that, Keon. But don't you think the Talk Like a Pirate Day should be closer to Halloween in October?
I was kind of thinking about being a pirate this year for Halloween. Camille, what's the weather looking like going into the weekend? Because I know with the football game coming up, I'm really hoping not to sit in the rain on the side.
Yeah, well, one thing is for sure, Saturday could bring potential showers, but even before that, on Friday, we are looking at some record highs, so stay tuned for that.
I really hope that weather holds out, don't you, Lee?
Yeah, I know the warm temps would be nice on Friday, but if it rains on Saturday, that might not be so great.
Yeah, sitting on the sides would definitely just not be good in the rain.
No.
That's all we have time for today on Star City. I'm Sarah Firestone.
And I'm Lee Marion. We'll see you on Thursday.